Buddy,
Doing good.
I'm tired.
I'm
alright.
tired.
Definitely tired, yeah.
We have some recapping to do for next.
Yeah, we do.
Last time on Dragon Ball Z Kai,
Last time on D&D.
Hades is blanking because Hades didn't sleep. Someone else do it. I forgot the first half. I'm missing the. Okay. From what I remember of the first half, we walked through a forest a bunch. We came across 3 satyrs in a pond. We talked to them during the conversation. It was discovered that Brand doesn't remember worshipping Aiden, and so he doesn't have a god. I was gonna get a new god who's gonna grant me magic powers, but apparently Merlin doesn't like other people having magic in the group.
Yeah, he was jealous.
Yeah, so I got pulled away by Phalian. Some dinosaurs showed up, some saurians showed up and tried to intimidate us, but we didn't actually do anything hostile, so they kind of left.
You had to fight a Hydra.
We had to fight a Hydra.
That was awesome.
Was that before or after the Sage?
Oh, the fight Hydra.
That was before the Sage, I think.
It was before them.
Next, you would have liked the map name. It was called Remember the Hydrate.
That's a good one.
And then there was a bunch of snakes under water, and we were like, is this a Hydra?
It was.
After that, we came across a ruin, saw 4 tablets. They gave some lore about somebody called the Weeping God. Merlin flipped them all over afterwards, and they combined it into one magic item that stops you from getting your name written down or stolen or your soul messed with in exchange for losing a memory. And then he was like, we'll use this some point later. Fun fact, we could have used the fight where the fucking scribe was like, I'm gonna write everyone's name down and do a buttload of damage.
Oh yeah, Max, you missed the sword scribe. It was great. It looked cute.
We walked into this. We found this old ruins of a temple, which we believe where we're currently at. It's completely dark. We walked around. I saw some angels. Combat ensued. Sunak opened 3 doors, triggering 2 more separate encounters to come at us. I was held personed for about 7 turns.
Mm-hmm.
And other people fought.
Yep. He went below half health.
I went below half health, and then I was unheld personed, and I did about 4 attacks onto the sword scribe, completely annihilating it with 2 crits.
And
I have a vial of Divinara now.
Yes. And what did you decide to do? You were deciding to use it immediately, weren't you?
I mean, I should probably convince the others to take an hour short rest. But yeah, basically, I'm using this. Wub, 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 wub. Caution to the wind. Pull out this vial that I picked up.
What's the party looking like today?
I'm at health. Everyone else is full. But I'm getting cool new magic item that I'm going to need to attune to.
Yes.
Completely selfish reasons.
So Herondor, you see Brand does pull out, and you've noticed it because you had the same item in your inventory, a vial of Divinara, but he's going to crack it open and use it.
Yep.
Brand, which item did you want to get?
I want the axe. I'm looking for the name right off the top of my head. Boop, 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 boop.
Sure you want to do that, Brand?
Too late.
I'll throw it in your inventory. There you go.
I will click the button and remove it and do the math. It goes down by 2.
So yes, the Divine Arsenal gives you something divine. I gave Brand a few choices. I made a few more items that are in that same category because they're hard to. They don't just roll up on my roll chart. There's a lot of stuff that rolls up as basic shit. So yeah.
Can you describe the item, or
it is a
visual right now?
Is a broad-headed axe with runes etched into the axe. Its haft is wrapped in white leathers, cracked with age but unbroken, and its pommel bears the image of a wolf biting a sun. It is a +4 weapon that gives me +2 to athletics and survival. I gain a usage of Southern Heart. If I already have it, I gain additional usage, and it gets the following features. When I gain 10 hit points, I gain 10 hit points equal to my Constitution modifier plus my level, and all my melee weapon damage rolls are increased by 1d4 cold damage. I also learn a rune from the Rune Fighter list, and if I am large-sized, I gain damage reduction 3 to slashing, bludgeoning, and piercing. If I am huge, it increases to 5. And if I become gargantuan, it increases to 7.
Neat.
Yeah. What does
lost.
the skill that it gives you do?
What skill?
The one that has a certain amount of charges, and if you already have it, then you gain more charges.
Oh, so every turn when I activate it, I gain temporary hit points equal to my Constitution plus level. So I'll be gaining currently level 9. I will be gaining 11 temporary hit points each level or each turn, and all of my melee damage rolls add 1d4 cold to them.
And is the amount of temp HP that you get, does that override the actual temp HP that you get, or is it on top of?
It overrides.
It overrides.
So instead
It's
of gaining
11 per round.
instead of gaining 5, I gain 11.
Right. So
And
if
I
I
get
were to
2
give you
charges
Inspiring Leader, I think the Inspiring Leader is higher, so that one overrides your weapon. No?
Yeah, but this is every turn in combat, and your Inspiring Leader, once it's gone, it's gone.
Yeah, true.
Southern Heart is a race specific at 3rd level. For 1 minute, they gain temporary hit points. They have advantage on strength and con rolls and stuff like that.
Okay.
But it was only once
that
per
works.
day. So now it's twice per day. And he gains cold
Yeah.
damage.
Yep. And I gain another rune and damage resist.
That's incredibly made
Yeah,
for
sick.
someone just like you, isn't it, huh?
What? No, nonsense.
Well, if you use a Vial of Divinara, you'll get a legendary weapon, Roosty.
Yeah, if I find the
Just
one
for
before
reference,
this.
the other options were a shield that let me make it so people can't move on a recharge of 5 and 6, and a helmet that lets me paralyze people once per day.
Where?
Guys, let's
Is
get a Vial of
the
Divinara for me now, please.
Yeah.
The X one-hander, two-hander?
It is a versatile, so it's 1 or 2, so I can dual
Ooh.
wield it.
Yes,
So he can't dual wield it. Bro, that's crazy good, no?
So can we take our I am
but what
I
did you
injured.
lose? Because the
I
vial.
lost 9 hit points and 2 wisdom.
Yeah.
For a fighter, that's
also-
really good.
Yeah, I also told him that if he got an item that says it set his wisdom to a certain level, it does not. It sets it to that -2.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so you can't just negate the detriment.
To be fair, we're at the level where the wisdom saves are going to be theoretically impossible for me to beat, as we clearly saw it was a DC 20 in this last fight. I'd have to roll a natural 20 to beat that. -1 ain't gonna
Hence being stuck for 4 turns or something like that.
Yeah, -1 ain't gonna make a huge difference in that case.
Okay, guys. I'll see. Can I maybe roll for like finding a place that's like out of sight?
This room right here.
But we don't
Yeah.
want somewhere. We don't want somewhere close to where we just fought, because if they heard that, they would show up. No.
no,
We can always
sure.
just go out again. We're still near the entrance.
If you triggered literally every room in the nearby area, then it's probably fine.
Yeah, you did walk up and
Yeah,
trigger.
but that's not how realistically shit works, right?
True.
Realistically, we could walk out, take
they
an
can
hour.
talk to each other telepathically because they're fucking angels. So
We can walk out of here, take an hour. Sorry,
Yeah,
we just walk back to the gate that we opened.
I was gonna
What was
say
it?
we can just
Spend
go
an
there.
hour.
Oh yeah, let's
close
go
the
walk
gate.
to the gate. Yeah. Let's do that. That's smart. I forgot about that. Yeah, you're right.
I don't mind short resting. I get my warlock stuff back. So
Yeah.
I'm guessing you
How
didn't
did
use
you get
anything
the
with
vial,
mine,
by the
but
way?
that's fine.
What?
From
how did you get the vial?
Oh, the
Killing the
thing
angel.
that paralyzed me.
Okay.
It had that and another
Oh.
sword in it.
So
high power ninjas
no
is bad, never mind.
spoilers. So you guys can move around and do whatever. Like the game is unpaused, so
No, no spoilers, he says. Concern.
No spoilers for what? How we got the item?
I guess. Let's go back to the gate, guys.
Yeah, let's go back to the gate and
Oh,
short
I
rest.
forgot this map, man. I need to zoom in. I'm sorry. FPS.
Oh, I have I have a good computer now. I can zoom all the way out.
When I'm fully zoomed out, it works. It's just I don't know. It's kind of choppy. I don't want to bother.
It is better not to.
Can I make Firefox use more shit? Cause like if
Yeah,
you
you
look
can
at
probably dedicate
Task
more to
Manager, it's fucking
Firefox.
using nothing.
Well, so the last time I checked, Firefox has this like, the longer you use it, the worse it performs, like over the course of years.
That hasn't been the case for a couple of years now already.
Well, that's just the last I checked. I switched to Opera, and I don't want to go back. It's fucking great.
That was, I think, roughly about, I don't know, like 8 or 9 years ago that was the case.
I use Edge because that's what my school computer is required to use, and I gain I gain points. So I've earned like $15 of Amazon credit just through like school.
Because like when I used Cleaner to purge Fox, like it took like 8 gigs off my computer's memory or something, or storage.
The storage isn't an issue. It's just like it's using 1%.
I was going to say storage.
Right.
Not a problem.
Failing, we have to close the door.
Okay.
yeah,
Well,
it's a big door for you next because you weren't here, but they're giant vault doors. So Phalian and Brand basically have to shove it closed.
Yeah.
But yeah, you go ahead. You guys want to spend an hour resting?
I mean, I want to tune to the axe.
Well, that would be part of the hour.
And
You
yeah,
could decide. All right, you all can go ahead and take a short rest as you wait here.
Present.
Yes.
Take it for me, please.
Will do.
Thank you.
Residing here, I know Nex hasn't been around, and some things would need to be said. So, you all have this kind of pressure on your head, like being underwater, like deep underwater, how your ears and stuff. Like there was a shift in pressure and stuff like that, but it's in the head. So it's like almost something is trying to kind of push on you, but not too bad around here. It's when you go deeper in, does it feel like you're going like deeper into whatever it is that's pressing on you?
Can Merlin do a roll for that? Like either Arcana or Religion or...
I'll let you do an Arcana.
Alright. Please
Oh,
roll
I'm missing
Arcana for me.
health.
Sure.
Am I missing health from another day, or is this the same day as? Why am I missing health?
You did get hurt a little bit, so
Okay, just checking. Just want to make sure it wasn't like.
I tried not to use all your stuff without you being here. I think I did a little bit of healing and stuff, but I really kind of tried not to overuse everything.
I figured it out, guys. I was on battery saving mode on Firefox because I used it on my laptop earlier, I guess. Like, why is it lagging so much?
Merlin, you have a 21 Arcana. So during the hour, you kind of focus, kind of reaching out psionically, trying to feel whatever it is that's also clinging to you, and you can feel tendrils, like something seeping through the stone and warping the world around it. A great psionic power lies deeper within, and it's dreaming.
Okay. I mean, makes sense that I can sense that since I have psionic powers of my
Fucking mages, man.
own. Okay. Yeah, that sounds ominous, but we're gonna keep going forward, as far as I'm aware.
Are you telling us this? Like, do we know any countermeasures to Psionic the last
Yeah,
2
of
weeks?
course I tell you guys.
I'm gonna roll on my mage skills, you know. What I can do to not get psionic.
Oh yeah, that's actually a good thing.
I do that.
Is there
Oh,
something to?
I'm actually a mage expert today.
What did you roll? That 20?
Yeah. I don't even know if this is an allowed roll. I don't think Sudok knows anything about this.
Knows about what?
Psionics. What do I know how to prevent psionic attacks? What do I know about that?
A guarded mind is often necessary, and you know, as a monk, you have willed yourself to learn certain ways, such as stillness of mind will
Oh,
help you.
okay. Oh, that's awesome.
Did you also learn that the monk one? I think it's
What?
in your memory.
The monk one that makes me get like +1.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is in there. That is in there. That's true. I never
That
used.
will help you. Silence the Tempest for a bonus action gives you a wisdom mod.
Yep,
It's
sure.
just that you're not a very wise monk. You're just
I'm
a
a
gunner.
very not wise monk.
Most
Is there
psionics
something we
have
can-
most psionics have a reach of 60 feet. You know this because Merlin can tell you that's about the limits of his reach. Obviously, psychic damage can cripple you, and there's charming, frightening, and other abilities like it.
Why does my brain have a bunch of stones in it?
I don't know why you have a bunch of stones in your brain.
I think maybe Brand moved all his stones into my brain.
I did not. I have a separate one.
Oh,
I
it's
have
because
no-
you it's because you copy pasted his brain when you made my brain probably. And
Yes, you're right. So I'll just delete all this.
Oh, no,
I
I
was
was just like,
first.
why is
as,
there
as the
rocket in
superior
my
as
brain?
the superior brain. Get rid.
Yeah, you're the OG brain. Okay,
There you go.
I don't think I've ever rolled well on Arcana, so that was fun.
You don't. I mean, you get about the same information that Merlin does. Actually, you do get a little bit more. The psionics. You kind of focus on it. You quell your own mind. You actually do drop into like the deep meditative states that monks go into, and you allow yourself. Oh, cool! My mic stand just moved, and that's why you heard a bump. If you did, you get an impression that the dreamer, whatever is dreaming, it kind of refers to itself as the sleeper. And there's just this kind of chittering in the back. Like in its mind, it is talking and speaking in a language you don't understand. Like clicking mandibles.
Insect.
Which, given that you saw the statues around you had 4 limbs and were quite insectoid, it is perhaps what used to dwell here.
Okay, so it's an insect dream being thing. What we're getting from this. Maybe that's the final boss, maybe it's like a mid boss, I don't know. Okay. I mean, I'll inform the others of my my amazing abilities as a monk.
Is there something we can do against this pressure?
If you could push away the psionics, sure, but you're not quite certain how to do that.
You're only a mage.
I mean, you could do things like what is it called, mind guard or whatever. There are things that make you immune to psionics.
Okay.
I just don't know if anyone has that spell.
I don't think I have that.
Let's take a look at my awesome spell sheet.
I cast singing the song that gets on everyone's nerves in my head over and over and over.
Brand, you have so many spells that you don't have mind guard.
I have like 3.
I know.
Cleric is a lot of really nice stuff, but there's also things that I feel like they should have they don't. Like freaking heroism.
That's a paladin. Anyway, it has been an hour. You are all quite well rested. I do want to say when Brand activated Violet Divinara, when it broke, it basically made strands of like a white gold sand that kind of coalesced and brought forth that weapon into existence. Or wherever it was.
It's mine now.
Yeah. If you cast it on an item that does exist, it takes it from wherever it is and gives it to you. Unless it's soulbound. You cannot get a weapon that is soulbound. Because it'll just go back to its where. The wielder you'll still have to kill. So like that zapper that Herondor was attuned to, if you wanted that weapon, you would have to still kill Herondor to get it.
I
It's
unattune
still
to
his.
it, but I get what you're saying.
I know. But until you unattune to it, but you know, the entity would still want to come after you.
I mean, I think we just start delving deeper, no?
It's up to you. I'm waiting. I'm chilling.
I'm really liking this knife, solely because not only can I hit with it, but Beacon of Hope is a level 2 spell. It's just cracked. I love it. Let's go.
Yeah. Well,
You read
Merlin's
the
away
picture?
from his computer, so it's kind of up to you guys to move.
Yeah, sorry. I was throwing my new rune in.
I
What
apparently
rune did you get this
I
time?
picked Cloud, which means I can redirect attacks to something else. Once.
I'm gonna ask Phalian to open the door, and I'm gonna try and peek out.
yes, I was
Just
gonna
so
say I
check
can't
with
open
gun
this.
first, because we've been here an hour. Okay,
You
let's go.
do not notice anything stirring within the darkness of the tomb.
I have to activate my lamp again, right?
Yeah, your own
It has a
lantern.
limited amount of users. That's like 24 hours or
Or
something.
are we turning lights on? Because I can.
Yeah, I'm turning on my lantern again. Wait, I need to find it in my inventory somewhere.
Yeah, Merlin will
It's
also turn
already
on
on.
his ever burning torch.
Yeah, but I need to take down
Already
the
on.
counter. There's a counter on it, so.
I wasn't really gonna worry about that.
It's more the
They're all
fact
lantern.
that that's the only way I reload my things underground.
Mhm.
So, I mean, if we're gonna take a long rest later, I need to take it down to make sure its fucking battery goes down.
There's a door here.
It does kind of matter, but not that.
Yeah, there is a door. You'll notice there's a lot of doors, Herondor, in this place.
Have we
Okay, I mean,
checked
I
this
have
door?
no clue where to go, guys.
I don't know what hasn't been checked. My map's black.
No, we have not gone up.
You walked back the same way that they walked in.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a
you
door
go
right
up.
here. I just point out to the group. I ain't opening the door. That's.
I don't think we should split up completely, but maybe like walk next to each other.
Probably.
I'm keeping Phalian and Merlin near you guys.
I'm gonna walk up here.
We should stay near each other first, he says, as he goes off alone.
Alright, I mean,
no, I
he's
know
on
they're
his
on
own.
this side. I know they're on this side.
I'll stay with Herondor. We'll be friends.
I want to make sure I see as much as possible.
Remember what happened last time you tried to see as much as possible?
Hey, it's fine.
Let me pop open the
The last time, you mean literally the last session?
annotated map.
Hey guys, there's doors in here.
Yeah, you want to kick those open?
And I'd like people to not be opening other doors while I try to open these doors.
Okay.
I got your back.
Awesome. We'll do this one first.
You seem to be kind of going into more, it feels like a residential area. However, every time you enter these kind of pits, you get the feeling of like this push on you that you are just a servant. You feel as if this area would have been packed tight with bodies hibernating.
Interesting.
Ooh, stairs.
Yep, there are stairs, and right above this area here, Brand, you can see up onto the second floor. The floor has partially collapsed all the way to the ceiling.
Interesting.
And another door.
Technically, like 3. One goes over here. There's a closed door, and then there's a gap in the wall.
Oop.
A lot of these areas seem quite empty. Musky, old, dusty. Wherever you guys are stepping, little clouds of the dust, the stone, and everything kind of comes up.
Just making sure there aren't like angels waiting in a corner to stab us in the back.
Yeah, you know.
I did not do the second and third floors of this area because most of them are disappointing. So I did not waste my time doing that. Oh, you're in the back. You're from
Back where we-
territory. Yeah, you're back where you were fighting the angels before.
Neat.
Yep, that's that room.
I haven't been here. So,
They
So it's
changed it
down.
from leave the server and rejoining it. They changed the way that they allow people access, and they need to like apply it, but that only happens if you are new to the server.
what?
It's literally in their
We haven't like updated. I think we're like a version and a half behind or something. So. Unless Presence has been updating, I don't know.
We are very far behind because all the newer versions conflict, and I would have to update everything.
Yeah.
So I didn't.
Merge conflicts, everyone's favorite for updating software.
Yeah.
It won't allow me. Or do I type that in welcome? For easy access, but simply copy paste.
What's going on?
I'm
He's doing something.
press me, including the dot.
As you guys are exploring the residential, I will just, it feels weird to say, but most of it is just repeating. Kind of empty expanses, small, like you could find like dirty,
You don't
broken
have to
stuff,
press
chip pottery and stuff like that. See, empty pots that smelled as if they were rotten at one point, molded out, and then just
Yeah,
kind
you'll
of
have to leave
over
and rejoin.
so long, the 1,002, 3,000 years, they kind of just disintegrated whatever they were kept in there.
Where?
Yeah.
You know where you want that dwarf to be like, yes, this rock is from this region.
Having a dwarf that could do that might actually allow you to get in some insight.
You don't have that, right, Harry? Because you're secretly a gnome.
Yeah, I'm only a
Yeah.
dwarf by this world standards.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, guys, there's all these arrows pointing in different directions on the map.
Yeah, I'm very confused by those two.
So they are the stairwells.
Ah, okay.
They're just telling you if the stairwell goes up or down.
Yes, that
Neat.
makes sense.
That's the only reason for the arrows.
Where did you guys move?
When I tried to type down fresh
Down.
meat,
Here we
it
go.
shakes Discord.
Shakes Discord?
Right.
A large open room, I don't feel safe.
Right?
It's where the boss music starts playing.
Dun, dun,
Wait
dun, dun,
until
dun,
the
dun, dun,
timer
dun.
goes down.
Oh man, look at that. It's the boss music.
Give me 1 second. I could find it for you.
Yep, go ahead.
Shit, boss
I
music,
no.
fucking hell.
I see with the power of magic runes that there is something in this room.
The chamber here. No, that's the wrong one.
Is this the highest
Uh,
level we've been in our present campaign?
No,
Heaven,
we were level 10
Hades,
last time.
you look north. A once proud ascent stretches before you, half choked now with rubble and twisted stone. What remains of the staircase spirals upwards towards a shattered gateway above. The geometry here is wrong. The steps here fuse into slopes. Angles seem to shift as you move, and some of the stone seems melted like wax. Along the walls here, sigils shimmer in a flickering cycle, momentarily intelligible, but then lost again. At the base, not represented on the map, there is a worn statue of a four-limbed creature knelt with his hands extended up, head bowed and weeping. A slow trickle of gold sand that pools endlessly without growing.
A
What is?
46234.
Oh, it's a password.
Upon the mid stair hovers an immense four-winged, radiant bronze form crowned in ancient grace. But the face upon it never holds still, flickering between youth and age. Yeah. In one hand, it holds a blade that phases between being rusted ruin and gleaming new.
Huh.
What did you say?
Is it immediately attacking us with their initiative?
It just stands there, kind of looking towards the gateway.
Wait,
Like
which,
the
sorry, which
gateway up
direction?
here, or the
Gate down
gateway
here?
up here.
North.
Okay,
North.
so-
Okay, it's looking up towards the staircase. Okay.
okay, guys.
Um,
There's a thing up there. It doesn't look like it's going to attack us yet, but be prepared for things to go not like I said.
Hades, can you share your screen? And I can at least
Yeah,
look on the phone.
totally.
okay, so I don't have a plan for this, guys.
I mean,
What do you mean? We don't have to fight it. We can just walk away. There's there's a straight ahead and a south we can go look at and
You want to
not
try just walking
interact.
straight ahead because that's in my head. That's like a plan.
I mean, we could try to sneak south a little, see what's down there.
Sneak.
Yeah, sneak. I don't know if that's the name of the party, but
Hey, some of us have actual stealth scores. Not me, but some of us.
Hey, I have a
Some
plus.
of
I have a +6. It just happens to be a actually it's a straight
disadvantage
roll.
+6.
I think it's a straight roll.
Oh,
Karma's got a +9. It's just that there's
So yeah,
my
I have a
clanking blade ass
+6.
on his back.
Phalion is ass at stealthing.
yeah, we know.
He has disadvantage, and I think it's like a
-2,
+1
right?
or +2, or even less.
A strong +0.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, because he has the negative proficiency or whatever the fuck, right?
Yeah, his passive stealth is 5. Brad, you do notice towards the southeast a collapsed great temple. You see one of the large pillars that descended up into the skyline. You see it in the south. Has toppled over the entire southeast corner. You see rubble has just completely fallen onto the ground, crushing whatever was in that corner of the area. Water around here starts to seep in, kind of soaking into the stones. But you see closer towards the building over there, this great temple, it gets a couple inches deep. Nothing more than ankle height, but the great pillar has shattered even the stone around it.
What?
All down south. You see the giant pillar?
Yep.
Those are the things that would suspend the ceiling around you. This one has collapsed. To your southwest, this little centerpiece, around Plaza Handle, if you're kind of getting closer, you feel a cool, quiet mist that seems to like cling to your skin, though it's dry. And the closer you get, the thicker that mist gets, and you can kind of hear the trickling echo of the fountain one long gone, long lost and dried up.
But you hear the fountain that doesn't exist anymore.
You can hear echoes of the fountain,
It's a
and you
fountain
can feel
ghost?
the mist on your skin, but it's dry.
Magic. Wizard, explain this.
A dry
Oh,
mist?
sorry, Mage.
It's
Yeah,
like
we feel a wet mist, but the
it's like the
fountain's
echo
dry.
of what was a fountain.
Are we going like?
Can I roll Arcana for that?
I'll
Guidance,
roll your Arcana.
guidance,
Thank you.
guidance.
I'll roll a d4 for you.
A D4?
Well, he said guidance.
Oh, guidance.
Yeah,
Oh, he
so
said guys.
26. Marlin, you go to explain that it's not magic. It's actually the psionics of the area that you're in. It's the dream. Something is dreaming that the fountain once had water in it, and thus it has to have water.
What do you think?
So you can feel the mist and hear the fountain. And Merlin, as you focus, you can almost glimpse pristine architecture around you. The fountain actually blooming into existence just for a moment, as if like you were imagining it, dreaming of it.
This is the
And-
definition of I think, therefore I am.
And you even see what looks to be a shape, but the second you go to try to focus on it, it dissipates and the whole thing just like unravels. And you're back standing where you were, momentarily realizing your allies weren't around you. It was as if you were there alone.
Okay.
We never saw him disappear, right? It was in his head.
Yeah, probably.
I will explain to them what I saw. Guys, I saw
Have you been
something
eating something weird recently?
magical. I went to a place in my head that was this place, but pristine. There was someone there.